Y'all want to play detective on my good life so bad. Like, can y'all worry about them unpaid bills y'all got? That stinky y'all got?
So, Sexyy Red just sent the internet into chaos after news broke that she's expecting another child. And the alleged father? None other than Boosie. But before people could even wrap their heads around that, Boosie came forward waving receipts claiming Sexyy had an STD, swearing he'd never mess with someone like her. What started off messy instantly spiraled into destructive. Fans feel there's no way both parties walk away from this untouched. And to make matters worse, it's beginning to look like Sexyy may have orchestrated the entire thing. So now the big questions are floating around. Who's lying between Sexyy Red and Boosie? And is Sexyy just dragging Boosie's name into this for clout? Whispers about Sexyy being pregnant with Boosie's kid have been circling for a minute. But Sexyy herself basically gave confirmation when she posted a photo of her in bed with a man right after hooking up. The picture only showed their legs, and the guy had on an ankle monitor. She captioned it in a way that made fans suspicious, especially since she normally shows off the faces of men she's dealing with. People instantly went into detective mode, and it didn't take long before Boosie's name was all over the conversation. Around that time, Boosie was also strapped with an ankle monitor thanks to a federal firearm possession case, so everyone connected the dots. The comment sections lit up with speculation about him being the baby daddy, and when Sexyy started liking some of those comments, people took it as confirmation. Boosie, on the other hand, was not amused. He wasted no time hopping on X to go off on everyone dragging his name into it. He flat out denied being involved with Sexyy and claimed he was vacationing with his daughter. He posted, "I'm blocked."
Letting everybody raw dog you. So when I heard her say that, I said, "No, she a disgusting little old mother. She stay at the club."
Blocking all y'all MFs in my DM, asking if that's me in the pic with Sexyy Red. Y'all see that ain't my ankle size or color? Find someone else to play with? That whole threat to block people came off like a man desperate to hide the fact that he'd been with Sexyy, not to mention dodge the idea of being her baby's father, but that denial was just the beginning. Boosie's next move? Dropping her medical receipts, specifically her STD records. According to the leaked files, Sexyy had been carrying this disease long before Boosie ever came into the picture. Once that hit the internet, comment sections erupted with people tearing her apart. Some wrote things like, when will they arrest her and charge her with spreading a known STD? Others worried for Boosie, pointing out his diabetes makes him more vulnerable. To understand why this hit so hard, you gotta rewind. For months, rumors swirled that Boosie and Sexyy were closer than they admitted.
I'm out of town, thugging with my round. My cold pink, my nutsack brown. What a hoe, I'm trying to get chose. What a hoe's trying to eat me out my clothes. I'm looking for my 7 baby mammy. I'ma be a good daddy. Yeah.
What really lit the flame was when Sexyy called herself the modern-day Boosie. That was during a time when folks were comparing her to Kia, who was tearing her down publicly. Instead of joining in, Boosie defended her, saying he agreed with her. He explained she reminded him of his younger self, when he was making ratchet music people didn't like, but still respected enough to turn up to. That soft spot from Boosie was out of character. Normally, he'd be clowning somebody on X, but this time, he actually gave her props. Fans saw it as a major sign there was something deeper going on. Soon after, people started connecting other dots, like Boosie appearing in the music video for Sexyy and Glorilla's collab What You Know About Me. Allegedly, Boosie didn't even get paid for his cameo. He just wanted to be around Sexyy. Then came the viral clip of Sexyy promoting Boosie's show. Boosie was visibly giddy after seeing her moose knuckle, giggling and carrying on like a teenager.
Is that Glorilla, man? Hi, Glow. Jeremiah. Oh, Glow, that moose knuckle. It is amazing. You have a boxing glove between your legs, honey. And I'm impressed. I'm buying every album from now on. I think the next single should be Moose Knuckle. Glow, I'm impressed. I've been looking, you've been turning it up, Glow. I mean, hey. Moose Knuckle, next single.
Fans took that as more proof of a deeper connection. And that's when worry for Boosie set in. Sexyy already had a reputation for not being the cleanest on the block. If he was messing with her, people feared it was only a matter of time before he caught something. Right on cue, stories started spreading that Sexyy wasn't just infected, but purposely passing it around. Her baby daddy fueled the fire by releasing his own medical reports showing he got tested after suspecting her. He turned out negative, but admitted he was lucky, saying herpes only passes during outbreaks, and she wasn't having one when they hooked up. He even leaked a phone call confronting her, where she didn't deny anything. She just got defensive. He captioned it, "Y'all's favorite rapper out here burning people? That Northside P ain't for the weak, and I'm the weak."
Why you lying? Do all your know what's going on with you? Do you tell them you burning, or do you lie to them like you did me? Or is you lying to them how you did me? Or is you lying? Or did you lie to me? Did you lie? Did you tell them the truth? Or did you tell them the truth? When you gonna keep it gangster? Hey. And when you gonna keep it gangster? When you gonna keep it gangster? You that's what you did. You lied to me for 6 months and then you told me you had that shit. So if y'all don't know how HSV2 type 1 or 2 work, this how this work. You can't get rid of that shit. If you fuck somebody that got this shit while they having an outbreak, then you can contract it. But if you don't, you won't contract it.
That blew into a full back and forth between them, with Sexyy firing back that he was lying to cover up being gay. But fans saw it as deflection, and most weren't convinced. So when her name got tied to Boosie and pregnancy, people saw it not as an isolated scandal, but part of a bigger pattern, which is why Boosie's HIV receipts hit so hard. Just months earlier, Sexyy had already been linked to spreading STDs with Gucci Third Leg, who was exposed for infecting women with HSV2. Sexyy tried to shut down those rumors with a video, but her half-denial just made her look sketchier. She denied dating Gucci.
Every time y'all see me with a nigga, y'all think I'm f***ing him. Hey, can I just chill? Can I hang out? God, I'm a grown the superhero. Leave me alone.
But never addressed the STD claims. So when Boosie dropped those medical papers, it wasn't some random smear. It lined up with everything people were already whispering. And here's the kicker. Boosie was never going to admit to being her baby daddy, not with enemies like Charleston White calling her contaminated and reckless. If Boosie really did mess with her, leaking those papers was his way of saving himself before anyone else used her against him. Sexyy didn't help her case either. She once posted a video from a hospital visit with the caption, "Me at the doctor waiting on her to tell me why my cat stank." Right after, Chicago rapper Vaughn of 1700 blasted her on Facebook, claiming she gave him an STD. He complained that even after showers, his junk still smelled. Days later, he admitted he had hooked up with her that very night. With a track record like that, Boosie's panic over the baby rumors made sense. To top it off, Sexyy admitted live that her ex gave her an infection after cheating around without protection. Fans took that confession as proof Boosie wasn't lying. His medical leaks looked less like a smear and more like damage control now that pregnancy was in play. Boosie himself went to get tested afterward, though he never confirmed results, only made it clear he didn't want his name tied to Sexy's child. Then Sexyy went radio silent. No updates, no clapbacks, nothing. Until she popped back up and shifted the story. Suddenly, she was dropping hints that NBA YoungBoy was the father in
Sexyy Red, man, straight out of St. Louis. She's currently turning down $40,000 features.
I bet she got HPV. I bet she done had chlamydia, gonorrhea, trigonometry, crabs, and whatever else that can contract. Hell, you talking about she too motherfucking nasty, mannish, fierce at the mouth, and she ain't got them high dollar weed. Everybody done
Yeah, she said that she had chlamydia 2 times.
Yeah, so if she said 2, time it by 6, because you know them hoes ain't gonna tell the truth. You know them hoes ain't gonna tell the truth. Time it by 6. Hell, you talking about? You motherfucker ain't no motherfucker tell this flat out telling the honest to God truth. Give him some leeway or add something to it.
Instead, she reacted to a fan comment about YB's 22nd kid by volunteering herself as the one carrying it, and later posted an AI-generated photo of her pregnant with YB holding her belly. Fans thought it made her look desperate to pin the pregnancy on anyone, which circled everything back to one question. If Boosie had nothing to do with her, why air out her HIV status so fast? Was he really protecting himself, or was it just a stunt? Some people think the entire pregnancy rumor was just PR. One comment nailed it: "You're going out sad. Doing all this to stay relevant is crazy." And then, silence. Sexyy hasn't posted an ultrasound or proof of anything. Boosie hasn't said a word in 2 days. Not a denial, not even a joke. Which leaves one brutal question. Was this whole mess a clout-chasing stunt? Or is Boosie really hiding a baby and a positive test? If the report was fake, he tried to annihilate a woman's name just to dodge fatherhood. If it was real, he exposed her deepest medical secret to save himself. Either way, someone's lying. Someone's bleeding credibility. And the moment Sexyy Red speaks again, the entire narrative could flip. Until then, silence. And that silence feels dangerous.